Hi friends, Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and today I have another process video for you. I am working in my fauxbonichi, and I am working on a few pages at a time, and I just thought I'd turn on the camera and allow whatever happens to happen. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you my pages as I go. So I am working on today is, as I'm recording, is Saturday, and you can see I'm going back like Thursday, Friday, and today. So I'm trying to show you the Happy Planner stickers that I'm going to be using. I think, like most of us, have quite a few books of Happy Planner stickers and lots of other planner stickers, and so I'm really consciously trying to kind of use them up. I get stuck a little bit in trying to find like a certain sticker, so sometimes it takes me a while to remember what book it is in because I have quite a few. So if you guys have an amazing way, I know some of you pull apart those sticker books and kind of put them in different categories together, and I, like, my brain just doesn't work that way, so I am very hesitant to do that. But anyway, this book I found a few stickers in, and so I'm pulling them, and I have that little plastic ruler, and I just stick a few on the edge there to hold them until I'm ready to use them. And I do that a lot. I do that in scrapbooking. If I'm doing letters or something, I'll lay them out kind of on the edge, if you will, to, you know, space out the space I want to use, or see if it's going to fit, if you will. So I think the book that I showed you is the wellness book from Happy Planner. I'm going to look through a bunch during this, and so I do try and hold them up to the camera, I think, as I remember. And I'm kind of looking at those other two books to the side too, and trying to figure out, those two are the recollections, and trying to see if there's something in there. I don't really know what I want to happen on this page, so I'm trying to kind of feel it out and see. I know what happened that day, but it's funny because sorry, I'm getting out my journal in front of me so I can look at it as I'm watching. As we're home on these days, like, I don't have as much to write about, right? And so this is a good example of that day, or of one of those days, rather. I don't have like too much going on. I certainly have stuff we did, and I'm going to write about that, but I could have probably done a one-page spread on this. But as you can see, I've already prepped it like for a 2-page spread. So I kind of like have that in mind. And then as I move forward through the next 2 days, I made single-page spreads. And, you know, of course, today I would have loved a double-page spread. So it's, who knows, you know, I just, but it doesn't work out because, so that's Saturday. I'm showing you, like, that's today. And as you can see, I've already just made it a single page, and I can't make it like a 2-page. I don't want to make it a 2-page where you like flip the page. So this is one of my favorite little not recollections, but from Michael's. They're dollar stickers. They were $1 at the time. I think they might be now $1.50, but all different themes and whatnot. So I think that one said productivity. I am pulling out a little taco because, okay, so the pocket on that page that you're looking at is actually a plastic envelope, that big pineapple. That's a plastic envelope, and that I got in the mail yesterday. And it was from an order that I got. And is it from Masari? I don't know how you even say it, but that shopping site online. I've bought a couple things from them, and I'm really pleased with it. I don't know really the difference between that and eBay, if you will. Well, I know you don't bid, I don't think, on Macari, but anyway. So I was really pleased with it. It came in that really, really fun pineapple envelope, which I just loved. But I put a little taco there. Getting back to the point, Allison, I put a little taco there because I got a new tank top for the gym that just makes me giggle. So here is my advanced watercoloring that I do. And so you guys will probably have to take lessons or something to figure out like the detail that goes into that. So I just obviously needed some more color on the page. I was feeling like this is not working. So oftentimes I'll obviously watercolor first. This one I obviously did not. And so I just go back and add some color, and then this is where it's like literally as boring as watching paint dry or whatever the saying is. Yeah. So I don't necessarily want to flip it because it's a little runny. I could blot it with like a paper towel or whatnot, but that's that little quote book I've showed you guys before. I have one for myself, which I just love, and it's on my desk. This one I found at the thrift store, and the price tag was still on the front, and I bought it specifically for the purpose of ripping it up. So you'll see I pull that quote, which I really like, and it says, let me see if I can, it says, all times are beautiful for those who maintain joy within them. And I just thought that was so kind of applicable, right, to what we're going through right now and these crazy days where we're home and not, there's a lot of uncertainty. So I'm trying to figure out what else I want on this page. I'm going through some of my envelopes of kind of cut out pieces of paper, and I think I'm going to take out, that's like an envelope I made, and so I'm just kind of trying to see. So you can see that's just an envelope that I have on my file to my left, or to my right rather, but trying to piece together like how this page, it's just not coming for me. So then I get out, I have a file folder that I just change out the month on. And so if I know something's happening or kind of current, or I think I want to use it, I pop it in there. And I'm just kind of going through these, and oh, I see that Monopoly thing now. See, I'll pull that for today because we went to the market today and got our Monopoly tickets. So I'm pulling a couple things. I'm pulling some flowers because I thought that I was going to use those on this page, but it turns out I'm not. And so after I get done with the page, I end up putting those away because the page kind of comes together in another way. But this is kind of my process, you guys. It's not quick, and it kind of comes in stages. And so I'm pulling like for the couple days that I know, like I'm pulling that because I know my daughter has an eye appointment this week, or that sort of thing. And so I don't want to have to be searching for it. I really like that picture of the journal. See those two? Those are both really, I like them both, but I go with one, and I'll eventually not even use that one. I put it back, and then I'll use it for another day. But so I'm just kind of figuring out, oh, this is that, I was talking about this in one of my previous videos. That was in a magazine. I don't even know what it was for. It was an ad for something, but I felt like those faces, those women in different kind of, I think it's always nice to have pictures of people that aren't like super happy, right? So many of the ads are like amazingly happy. And I know, at least for me, that's not how I feel every day. And so I think it's nice to have faces and pictures that kind of show different emotions. So I see, so now I'm stuck because that little, it's like a deer. I think it's like a deer, but I want him on today's page because it's raining and it had rain in it. But anyway, this is a picture. I'm sure it's from either Mantra or Real Simple. I'm sure a bunch of you also have it. And it's this little lady or girl, and she's watering this little plant, and I'm going to make it into like something that works for me. So I went and bought a lemon tree, which I'm so excited about because we're originally from California and born and raised there. And when we moved up here to the Pacific Northwest, there are things I miss. And having a lemon tree, having multiple lemon trees in our backyard is definitely one of them. So you can see where I'm going with this. I want the quote there. And then, look, I get sidetracked or do something, and I'm like, I'm going to wait. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, I want some paint behind it. So this is my great idea, right? I'm going to like pull more of that orange to highlight it, right? So I use my advanced painting again. I can't tell you what happened. So because I looked back at the end of the page and I was like, what happened? So you guys will see. So I'm just adding a little bit more color to that page. I'm bringing in some of that colors that were on the border. The border came from like a power bill, if you will. that we got in the mail. And so I ripped it up and we'll cut it up and just used it that way. And I'm trying to look, so I know that I want some lemons, and I think that one of these little, you can see off to the side that that little sticker book has some lemon slices in it, but I really want some lemons to put on that little bush to make it a lemon tree. And so I'm thinking that I can find one, but again, this is, you know, when you have so much stuff, this is what takes me so long sometimes, is just this. And so oftentimes pages are easier, right? When you have to use something, or that's sometimes why I like prompts. So I'm just looking again for those lemons. I have a few. There's a bee, and you can tell I just don't use these very much. These are not the ones that I've used, but I just felt like for spring or something, they might have lemons. But this one I know has some lemons in it, and I just end up finding those two. They're the last ones. I've used the rest of them. So I'm going to make that little plant that she's watering into a little lemon tree. And then that's my zig markers that I have in front of me. And I just need to draw like a pot because it's in a pot right now, and it's going to stay in a pot. We will keep it in the pot all the way through winter, probably until we bring it inside. And then we'll put it in a bigger pot, bring it inside for the winter because it can't be outside, it'll freeze. And then we'll have to figure out what we can do. I think it's going to have to remain in a pot so I can bring it indoors during the winter. That's what the guy at the store was kind of telling me, because we just, otherwise I'd have to build like some sort of thing or whatever and cover it and all that. I don't want to deal with that outside. So I think it will be a potted lemon tree, but we can just keep buying bigger and bigger pots, obviously. So I'm just putting some things on that little sticker that I made into today. It's actually, that's 3 stickers. So there's the long one, and it had a title at the top that I don't remember what it is. And then I had a half circle from the Happy Planner stickers, and then that today sticker. So I made that like thing into today. So it kind of reads like focus on today. And then I just put work, and then I put relax and a massage and a little exercise sticker, and then a little goal of less sugar. These are 2 little, oh gosh, I don't remember where I got them, you guys. 2 little pads of cute little notes. I don't even know. It might be from like Tuesday morning. On the back, they are from Pink Paisley. One is just patterns and one is quotes. And so I was thinking, I do really like the green one, and I should have gone with the green. It's so interesting to watch my process. That's what I do sometimes with you guys too. When I watch your process, I'm like, oh, I would have chosen the yellow sticker, you know? But obviously I wanted the sunshine. I really wanted the sunshine on that one because we've just had glorious days. And I'm super conscious of that today because it's not. It was pouring rain this morning again. So I really thrive when the sun is out, and I just love it. So I wanted to note that. I'm writing down in that corner what we had for dinner. And then the Thursday at the bottom is from Mandy Lynn Plans and her planner, her daily planner stickers. And I really love her calligraphy. They're so pretty. And so I pulled that for that day. And then I'm just writing that about work, like phone sessions and whatnot. But I said we need to get back to the office. And then I wrote with the massage. I was able to get a massage yesterday at the chiropractor because it's a medical office and because it was like medically referred, and I'm trying to avoid surgery, if you will. And so they're allowed to do massage. Only one of their anyway. So I was so grateful. It brings me such relief from the pain. And so yeah, super grateful that there's still that option. So under that, I'm just writing that, I went for my run. I did 4 miles. I'm on track for my goal this month, which is what keeps me going with that because I am not a runner. I did wear my older shoes. I had switched to a newer pair of shoes that are just not as comfortable. So I wore my old Nikes, my old favorite running shoes. So here I'm looking, I want to do some lines. I want to write and journal. And so I know I have a stamp. This is just a 3-ring binder from Target and then some plastic sleeves, I think, from Hobby Lobby. They don't actually quite fit in that folder, but the folder that they sell at Hobby Lobby is, one, like ridiculously expensive in my humble opinion, and two, like too big. It's like a weird size or whatever. And I was like, I'm not spending money on that. So I use my dollar folder from Target and I use the plastic sleeves from Hobby Lobby, which I got on sale with my coupon or whatever. So I have 2 kinds of ink. I'm just showing you. I use the cheap one there. And then I stamp, and I've now put the girl on there, and I just stamped. I'm testing it first, but so you guys can see, like, that quote that I had beforehand is no longer here. So anyway, I'm just messing around. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm like trying to figure out, oh, I want to put something behind it because it's bumpy. There's my hair. Sorry. All right. So, and I stamped like right over her head. So you can tell, again, advanced crafting technique right there. And I just want to journal about my tree and just, I miss it so much. We had avocados, we had lemons, we had oranges, we had a plum tree. We had a fig tree, and I just, even now, my friends are posting like, I have extra lemons, pick up, there's a basket on my porch, feel free. And we would just walk around the neighborhood at night and say hi to neighbors, and people would have fruit out on their porches, and you would just go, or you would swap. And so it's like, I'll trade you avocados for your lemons or whatever. And so it kills me to buy lemons up here. Avocados are a little bit more, I guess, normal for me, just because we did have to buy them sometimes in California. But the lemons, you guys, I can't even tell you. Like, we never bought a lemon in California. We always had lemon trees. And so I just giggle now. I'm just like, it just pains me. I'm like, I'm not paying for a lemon. So I'm going to grow a lemon tree. It's what I'm going to do this year. I'm telling you right now, if I get 1 lemon, I'll be happy. I'm trying to cut this stupid thing off, and I'm like in this corner, and I can't get my scissors in there, and now it's all callywumpus, but that's okay. It'll work out. There we go. So it's fine. And then I'm going to kind of edge the edges anyway later. So I don't know. So do you guys work on one page? I try and do a page a day. I do. I'm just putting some green ink on the edges. If I had my ink pads all out, I only have my black one on my desk. If I had all my inks out, I would kind of ink the edges, if you will. The marker's not quite the same, but it brings enough of a shade. It just kind of separates that page a little bit. So I don't know. Do you guys go back and forth on your pages and kind of work a little bit here and a little bit there? I tend to work on one at a time if I'm in kind of a groove, but then I do prep a little bit, or if I know something's coming up on a certain day, then I'll definitely have that already on that page. And I think I've showed you guys that before. That's definitely not gone my way sometimes too, because, as an example, I'll put like, oh, I had this appointment this day, or, something, and then it changes, obviously. And so, and that sticker is stuck on my page then, and we have to work around it. But anyway, so now I'm just kind of writing. I flipped the page. I'm obviously working on Friday, and I've made a workout card. So that's a Project Life card. It was the bigger one, like the 4x6, if you will. I cut it down to fit in that pocket, and then I put a little piece of note paper on there, and I'm just writing about my workout, which was a run. Our gym is doing live workouts every day, and there's obviously online workouts. They post an online workout that you can do on your own. They're also hosting a coach doing it live that you can do it at the same time with them. That was a lot. Sorry. On top of that, there is a running goal this month, and we each chose our tier, if you will, of what level we wanted to reach, like what was our goal for running. And so I'm not a runner, and so I chose a lofty goal. I chose a goal that I have to reach for. And so I'm not necessarily enjoying it, but I am doing it, and I feel good when it's done, obviously. But so anyway, I'm just writing about that. And then I had gotten some advice from a running friend, actually a coworker of my husband's, who is like an avid runner. And anyway, so I felt pretty good about my run, actually, and I added a mile. So I went 5 miles, which I was really, for me, that's a lot. And it felt good. I felt good. So anyway, I went through I have a little notebook of stickers there. When I first started planning, that's kind of where I kept some of my planner stickers. It's obviously evolved and I have many more now, but I tend to keep those in that same binder. And I pulled a little gas, a little gas pump, if you will. And then I'm going to pull those. I'm going through what else they have. I haven't gotten those stickers out in a long time. And so I was like, I need to pull those. And I don't have them. I thought I left them out so I showed you those names, but I don't have it in front of me. Shoot, sorry. That was an old order from Etsy, and they're really cute. But anyway, I put the gas pump on there, and I'll journal about that in a minute. So that morning box, I'm just writing that we took the boys' car in to drop off. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have had constant cars in the shop. It's ridiculous, including my brand new car. It's like bad car karma. But anyway, they're good cars. They keep us safe and all of that. It's just like, could we catch a break? But anyway, so I drove him to take it in, and then we ended up going to Jack in the Box, and I cannot remember. Well, I do remember. I remember who it was with. We were just trying to think when it was. It was last summer. It was the last time I ate at Jack in the Box, and but we had the best time. I don't want to eat in my new car, and you can't eat inside, obviously. So we drove through and we got like breakfast and some coffee, and we just sat out in the parking lot, and we popped the back, and then kind of sat in the back and hung our feet off the tailgate or whatever. And so it was very sweet. It was just it was good quality time, right? Just conversation and catching up and whatnot. So I have a little, so I'm journaling there that when I drove him that day to go work on his boat, it's almost done. He's so excited. I went and got gas for the first time, and I couldn't figure out how to get the stupid gas cap open. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, come on now. So I had to get out the manual to figure out how to open the gas. I mean, come on, it's stupid. But anyway, and then, I'm just looking I just put like a little whatever face. That is a sticker book I'm showing you from Pen and Gear, from Walmart. And then I'm going to journal here. We had to register our daughter last night for soccer tryouts, which, oh my gosh, you guys, I mean, I don't even know. They're not even playing right now. I don't know what they're going to do for tryouts, but we had to register them anyway, or her. Everyone on the team has to register, and obviously any new players or whatever. There is no way to know. Their entire season's been canceled. So I'm just showing you, that was a little sticky note. There's another sticky note. So like we all do, if I know something's on that day or whatever, I'll pop a little sticky in there to remind me. So I tossed those in the trash and then put the card back in. And then I was just journaling about today a little bit and getting some stuff today. I had made that little card. So the background is one of the squares from Mantra Wellness Magazine, one of the daily squares I've been talking to you guys about a lot. It was just a pattern, and on the backside was nothing. And then that's a happy planner sticker on top of it that says errands. And then I just picked up or wrote down some stuff that we're going to do. And then I'm jotting down, I did some laundry this morning. My husband's now doing laundry also. And I put, it seems between the dishwasher and the clothes washer, like one is constantly running. And I said, and sometimes both, because I'm telling you, I do not want to see our water bill next month. I'm terrified. I've got to be honest. It's I don't even know. It's been constant. So between the dishes and the clothes, it's I don't it's nuts to me. It's nuts to me how much we wash in this house, but I'm all for it if we are healthy. So I'm not complaining. I'm just documenting. So I'm writing down. Oh, I went back to yesterday. Oh, I'm trying to. So I need to maybe make a log or something. I'm thinking about making a list, but I'm trying to learn new skills, right? I'm trying to kind of advance my brain, if you will, during this time as well and learn new stuff. So the day before on Friday, I had learned like a new thing on my videos on YouTube. And so I'm kind of happy with that. I have tried this voiceover. This is my second one. So I'm hoping that this one works as well. So I just made a little note of that. Like I'm just trying to keep track of like things I'm learning or new things I'm trying, right? TikTok is not one of them yet, if you're wondering. I know. You'd think it would be with my two teenagers, but I'm not I haven't done it yet. So we'll see. I'm now clear that that deer is obviously not going to fit on my page today. And so I'm going in and cutting out the raindrops off of that picture because I want to document that it was pouring rain this morning. And so I just want that. And so I'm going to like glue them all over the page, just kind of throughout. And they're so tiny. Like I'm sitting here looking at the page and you can see it, but I'm not too sure you can see it from where I have you guys. And, but I do think I like to kind of document the weather because if we don't, well, with anything, right? Even with our moods or anything like that, it's like when we're in the middle of something, it's like we don't think it's ever any different. And so, people are always like, well, it rains every day in Seattle or whatever. And so I try to make a note of the days it doesn't rain or that, when it's sunny. But we had no idea the rain was coming today. I'm not even joking with you. We looked at the weather and because my son was going to go sailing today and it wasn't supposed to rain until like next week. And we woke up this morning and it was pouring rain. And so, yeah, all the cushions are out on the patio, like all of that. And we were just like, oh gosh, what do we do? So, I'm just writing that we woke to heavy rain and it was like, seriously. And then it's sprinkled kind of on and off. It's now done for the day, but, we were just kind of giggling. So at the bottom right, I have my, my tea that I was having this morning and it's called Lifted Cup and it's salted caramel, which is pretty good. So I have a little note there. And, oh, I just put, enjoying my new tea. I just bought it last week. I hadn't had that brand before. And so I just made a little thing there. So, so I think those are the pages. That's going to be tomorrow. And I think that's it. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. If you like the process videos, let me know. If you're new here, welcome. Please, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you'd like to see more of these or any questions you guys have. I hope you're well, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.